I actually didn't script this intro this time. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Chillporial. And we are on Metroid Prime for Eve. Well, actually, yeah, that pretty much is. We only a few hours before the game
Mhm.
actually launches. I got my digital copy already downloaded, so all I gotta do is wait till midnight to be able to play my copy on my glorious Switch 2, which looks great.
It's a
And
thing of
yes,
beauty.
I know that our guest here, Jay Bongo, does not have a Switch 2. He's playing it on the Switch that
Yeah.
people are already insulting the game. People are calling it PS3 level graphics.
Yeah.
And I want to say, shut up. Just shut up. So how you doing? How you doing? Thanks for joining me.
Yeah. Thanks for having me back. I've been looking forward to this, and not just looking forward to coming back on the show, but talking about Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
and possibly Zelda, maybe. I
Oh yeah,
don't know.
we're definitely gonna get there. Um so there's been a lot that's been going on since we last talked, didn't we? Like, wasn't
Mhm.
there like just from the Metroid Prime announcement alone? So
Yeah.
now there is NPCs that are talking and say, oh my God, it's Samus!" I mean, like, okay, I
Yep.
okay, it's an NPC in a game. It's not Rose Tico in the Last Jedi where she was insufferable and you had to listen to it. Like it's
Yep.
you're playing a game. You're playing a game, and it's just part of the thing. And Prime 3 established that the Federation and even other bounty hunters hold Samus to a high regard.
Mhm.
And this Prime 4 stuff, I mean, are I don't know how Prime 2 is my least favorite of the three, but Prime 2 is still an excellent game.
Mhm.
And it's Prime 2 is dark. Like, the
Yep.
point of the game is to find this Bravo team.
Mhm.
And the Bravo team, just they lose contact. So Samus goes after them. Finds the base abandoned, and then, well, we get to the ship. She sees the log, and she sees them getting slaughtered. All
Mhm.
None of them survive. They're all dead.
Yeah.
They're all dead. And I remember playing this, like, I was adult. This came out when I was adult, but I was playing this. I was like, whoa, this is pretty harrowing for a Nintendo game. And
Yeah. It's
this is before I played Super. I think this was before I played Super Metroid, where you see the
oh yeah.
bodies in the title screen. Like, the
Yep.
bodies
Yeah.
are. I didn't realize those were bodies until I'm like, wait a minute, those are dead
Yep.
bodies.
Yeah.
So you have this harrowing event that happened in Prime 2. So now you have, this is Prime 4. This is, and I've been saying this. This is her chance to kind of write that moment, because
Mhm.
if this was a narrative, I would probably be like, oh shit, I'm too late. This is my. She probably
Yep.
would blame herself.
Well, what's interesting that you say that, because I am playing through Prime 2 again right now, and I'm gonna get through Prime 3, but there's that
Are you in
cutscene
the
where
Are you in the bog, or did you get to
I
the
got to the
sanctuary?
bog.
Did you
I
get to
just
the what's that called? The in the mountains, the place with all the sentinels. The That's third area. I
oh,
forgot what
yeah,
it's called.
yeah, I haven't gotten there yet.
I haven't gotten there yet.
No. No, but when she gets to the ship and she sees the Federation soldiers all get killed in a very aliens-esque way, um, at the end of the cutscene, she looks down at the soldier. She's kneeling near him. You can see his eye through his cracked mask. It's open. She closes it, and then she just slightly bows her head.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's like, that's to me, that's the perfect amount of like action for a character like Samus,
Hmm.
where you can communicate so much about a person just through those small type of actions that you're shown. She didn't need to say anything.
Yes. Yes.
Um, and it's clear she has uh you know respect for these other soldiers,
Yeah.
and I would like to see that played up in this next coming game, that she actually cares for these people. Even,
Yeah.
even I saw a Metroid theorist post on this, and I made a clip about it, how I would really love it. I don't think they would do this, but they really played into the Samus as like a mama bear. Like she
Yeah, I mean, I like how like people like not now now. By the way, I have to say hello to we have my friend and my friend and my cohort. I mean, me and him are just basically we're going around X basically calling people retarded for basically saying this game sucks. And oh, this game's gonna be bad because millennial level writing, and I mean it's a Metroid game. I mean, who the heck, who the heck? I mean, are we going to judge a Metroid game by its dialogue? I mean, it's okay to have dialogue. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be silent. There's another idiot that said, "Oh, it has to be silent because Prime One and Super Metroid have no dialogue." I'm like, there's no voices or anything. Like, you know, those games are excellent. Those games are excellent, but
Yep.
further Metroid games do not have to be Super Metroid or Metroid Prime. Now, if they did, I mean, there would have to be there would have to be fresh ideas involved. But yeah, so we have Angry Canadian. All right, my
I just want to say something. I feel
sorry.
like every stream I do, I find out that Angry Canadian and I disagree on something else.
Oh, yeah. Well, me and him disagree on like a billion things too. So, like you and I, I mean, we're practically brothers. You know, the fact that we disagree with Angry Canadian on stuff. So, like he'll say Twilight Princess is the best Zelda game ever, and I'm like, no way. It's Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda game ever. So, and then like I say Prime 1's the best Metroid Prime game. He says Prime 2's the best Metroid game. And we argue that there's an age difference, so we argue. Like he says Mario Sunshine's the best game. I say Super Mario World's the best Mario game. So it's a never ending battle. So, but yeah, we also have Anti-Derivative Jill, my fellow original Star Trek fan, and she's also a big Nintendo fan too. So
and yes, like Ripley is someone who I had in mind. I also had Sarah Connor in mind.
Yeah,
as well. You know, these mothers who are out there to protect. Well, Ripley wasn't a mom, but she really cared for Newt. So
she was a mother. What makes Alien so harrowing is the fact that she awakens 57 years later, and her one daughter died before she could before she could ever see her. So like the entire time, her daughter was looking for her. And if you play Alien Isolation, which is another excellent game that got bad reviews almost across the board by these really smart, game journalists. I mean, I'll be honest, IGN, I'll give them some credit. They at least, I think they were a little bit more fair than other publications. So, but yeah, they're the ones that like messed up Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation, excellent survival horror. Like it's one of the scariest games ever. And I feel I personally feel it's up there with the first two films, Alien and Aliens.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how good.
Big claim right there. About to play it now.
I mean, like it felt like they went to the smallest detail to capture that lo-fi 1970s future alien look that they did. So very analog and very they got the sounds right. They got the music sounds like something from Alien. It's terrifying. It's not quite Metroidvania.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're traversing this massive space station, and like in Metroid Prime, there's no autosave. You have to go to an interface, a user interface, and then put your card in order to save it. And you have to traverse through like these corridors, these areas that just that the alien is stalking. and you
Oh
better
man.
watch out for like any ventilations above you, because
Mhm.
if you walk underneath one of them, you see like slime going down. You walk under it, it's going to grab you and pull you into the ventilation. You're never seen again, and then game over. It's terrifying.
We need to bring back no more autosave, or we need to repopularize
I was
manual saving.
I was having some difficulty. I was playing, so I didn't beat Prime Remastered yet. I wanted to beat Prime Remastered before the stream, so I failed. I failed. It's another thing in life, but I did beat the Phazon. I did beat the Phazon mines. I beat the Omega Pirate
Nice.
a
My
couple days
favorite
ago.
boss. Yep.
I was getting killed left and right in this Phazon mines, like because the beginning of the area, on the outside, which looks like something out of a Star Wars base or something from
Yep.
like
Yeah.
Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. It really reminds me of that. Also a GameCube era game.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a save out there, but then there's not another save until you're deep into
Yes.
the
Yeah. I
Phazon
remember that.
mines
Yep.
right before that big room with the you have to, you get, I think you learn the power bomb. You learn the
Yes.
power bomb, and you're going through this electrical maze. Like the maze is walled off by like electrical current. It's really cool. I love that. I actually love that part, and I also loved another thing I really liked. I love the spider ball track. Like the spider ball track in Metroid Prime was such a great
Yeah.
creative way to bring the spider ball from Metroid 2
Yep.
into 3D. So instead of just going up the walls like you do in the 3D in the 2D, at least in Metroid 2, you have these tracks. And so there's this one challenge, I think, right before you get the plasma beam in the Magmore caverns. You're in this big room
Mhm.
right by the right by the Fendrana drift elevator or something like that.
Yep.
And you go all the way up, and then there's this really really wicked
Yep.
spider ball course that you have to get to, and I'm like I'm on like my toes, or my thumbs actually, like you're holding the button so you don't fall off the track.
Yep.
And I love that. It's so fun, so much fun, no matter
I'm
how many times I've
picturing it in
done
my
it.
head. I can see it perfectly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I mean, those games are just like, they're fun no matter how many times you play it.
Hmm.
And I mean, everybody's complaining about this whole, that it's not, you're not isolated, you don't feel, you're not totally alone in this atmosphere. I mean, yeah, there is atmosphere, but it's really the gameplay that really, I mean, it is immersive. I like it. I love listening to the soundtrack. By the way, I should play some of it right now. Now that I think
Yeah. Do
about
it.
it,
Yeah.
let's play an Norian from Prime 3.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. When your comments about Prime 2 being dark, like I made uh another thing I noticed during my live stream was like in Prime 1, you uh you learn the story by scanning like the lore tablets on the wall and everything, and the computers and all that, and the technology and all that stuff. But in Prime 2, it's like, here's a dead Luminoth, here's another dead Luminoth, here's a dead space pirate, there's a dead Marine. And it's like the whole place is littered with dead bodies of NPCs. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of sets that dark tone, and I think that is what people are kind of, that seriousness is what people are holding on to, and that is why that scene where the uh the Federation trooper is so excited to see Samus and the other guy, Miles McKinsey. I think it's not the typical vibe you get from a Metroid game, but as you said, you know, then we're in the age of voice acting is here now. It's here to stay. I'm
Yeah,
I'm more, I wouldn't have been like disgusted if they gave Samus a voice actor, but I am kind of surprised and pleased that they're keeping her mysterious. I like that about her character.
same.
Like I love that she had one line of Chozo. Like if they made her only speak Chozo and be
You're talking about Metroid Dread, right?
yeah, and Dread, yeah. But
Yeah.
if they just pulled like a weird uh like make her socially awkward because she was raised by bird people, and the reason why she's silent is because she just doesn't know how to interact with with normal people. No, come on, that would be. I feel like that would be like something new. We hadn't seen that before. You know.
Yeah, I don't I played Other M twice,
Okay,
and you know what
I haven't. So you have that on me. So
I
fair enough.
first time I had all your typical. Oh, Skytown, here we go. I I had all the same complaints as everybody else. There was one part that got me so mad that got me so annoyed that like I had to put the game down for a little bit. And I'll be honest, that part still does annoy me. I don't know if you want me to spoil it for you or what.
It's okay. You can spoil it. It's fine. I'll play it. I'll still play it.
So so you know when Other M takes place. Other M takes place right after Super Metroid. So we get a nice 3D, recreation of the final fight with Super. I don't remember what they call mechanical mother brain, super mechanical mother brain, And so we get a cutscene showing that fight and showing her. She's like, "Mother, time to go." Which is, I'll be honest, I like that. I like that line right there when the baby is gone and and she gets the rainbow beam and all. She's like, "Mother, time to go," like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool, but she freaks out when she encounters Ridley on the space station. Like she has like PTSD. I'm like thinking like
from
Super Metroid and Metroid and then Prime and all those games you fought and dispatched Ridley multiple times. I mean, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right, but I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but that's like that's the one thing. That's the one thing that was annoying. And of course, I mean, the gameplay was a step down, but I played it again and I still kind of I actually liked her voice actress. Like she still sounded dispassionate enough to be like, she still had that cold. There's still a coldness to her delivery, to the actress's delivery, in my opinion. Yeah. So
I think the fact that Samus has like a panic attack really doesn't fit in with the calm, cool, collected character we see. And I think they tried to remedy that in Dread, where it's like, she's got a lot of attitude in the way that her body language. Like I love when Kraid shows up and she doesn't flinch, and then she takes a cheap shot, like he's like roaring at her and just shoots him in the mouth, and then at the end she just calmly, like, he fires one last shot at her and she just effortlessly dodges it and then ends the fight. And
that was actually I think that was their way of saying, okay, we're not going to do what Other M did. We're gonna make this right. So
there's so much that they already communicated, Other M aside, about this silent protagonist that I don't feel like a lot of people realize. Because back in the day, almost all the protagonists were silent because of hardware limitations, and they wanted it to be a stand-in for the player. But Link. Now, exactly. Now Link has become an actual character, and I think a lot of people, there's not a small section of the fan base that don't quite like that. I could be wrong, but I feel like whenever you try to definitively nail down what makes the hero Link, you get some pushback in a lot of ways. Same with Zelda, and I'm sure with Samus as well.
I mean, all these people are basically like everyone. I don't know. Like, you want to hear some. So apparently, our friend here sent some retro dev related stuff. So people were also complaining and throwing Kensuke Tanabe under bus. If anyone knows, Tanabe is the producer of the Prime series. I think from Prime 2 and beyond. I think Prime 1 was Mr. Miyamoto himself. He was the one that everyone knows that he was the one that basically they were working on a first person shooter. And he's like, make it a Metroid game. So you kind of wonder how this guy thinks, how Mr. Miyamoto thinks. Like he just comes up with an idea and ends up being a freaking fantastic idea. So, but Kensuke Tanabe has been pretty much almost the producer for almost every retro game since probably Prime 2, including the DKC games. So he's doing this, and they're throwing him under the bus, saying, "Oh, Nintendo doesn't understand who Samus is and all that." And Retro is like, "Oh, we don't want." There's some drama behind them, like, "Oh, you can't really like." They're very strict about details, like shoulder stuff or whatever. So I was listening to some of the Retro. Studio stuff, but they're saying that, "Oh, wait, Sam is supposed to be a bounty hunter. She's not this, like you said, this altruistic figure and all that." I'm like, which was well, this was all said during the Prime trilogy. So that's why we got all this altruism, is because Nintendo wanted it, basically.
Yeah.
So, and personally, I and people are complaining that it wasn't good. I'm like this is from the people are thinking this was Prime 4 stuff. This is Prime. This is the original Prime trilogy stuff that the retro devs didn't agree with, and Nintendo kind of put their foots on the, this is how it's going to be. It's you're going to make Samus not only a hero, but make her altruistic. And I think it worked. I mean, I had no issues with any of the stuff in the Prime trilogy. None of
oh, sorry, go ahead. Finish.
I liked all the stuff in Prime 3. I liked her interactions with the bounty hunters. And I want to see these interactions here.
She's forced to kill those guys because of the face art.
That's what makes it. That's what. Yeah, I mean,
that's why it's awesome.
What makes it. That's what made it freaking compelling. I was like, holy crap! Like, this is dark stuff. So, I mean, I'm not expecting Prime 4 to be as dark, but I'm expecting Prime 4 to kind of lighten and kind of help redeem Samus a little bit in that regard. You have all this darkness, all this really heavy stuff that she has to go through. And hopefully this Prime 4 stuff, with the NPCs will pay off. I mean, I think some of them will die. I think.
It sounds weird to say this. I think an awesome, like, let's take that soldier who's Samus's fangirl. An awesome character arc for her would be thinking that she's not a good soldier. She loves Samus. She idolizes Samus, and then she sacrifices her life to save Samus at the end. I think that would be an awesome story arc. The goofiness of like Miles McKinsey and the peppiness of that character, like, those can be good if they don't also shy away from any seriousness. Like, if they can, like, the first Avengers movie had a lot of quippy dialogue, and it was funny, but it was also serious. And then you compare it to something like Thor: Love and Thunder, they couldn't ever rest on a serious moment. It all had to be ruined by a joke.
Yeah, that's why I stopped watching Taika. That's why I stopped watching Taika Waititi stuff in general. So
the levity that's a character like Miles McKinsey, or the peppiness that soldier can bring, can be really welcome and play against Samus's stoic character really well. It just has to be executed well, and they can't be afraid to go through some serious moments here and there. So I do hope that there is some seriousness to the story, and it's not all happy. I hope they don't shy away from that. I hope these characters actually have character arcs and are well done. Because I'm not totally against them. It is different, aside, I mean, Metroid Prime 3, other M aside. But I really want the game to do well. I think it will do well.
I'll be honest, Other M, I cared about the soldiers. Like, I mean, Adam was a bit of a jerk, but I liked Anthony. I cared about Anthony. I was worried about Anthony. Anthony's a character that is the one that calls Samus. He has a nickname for her or something like that. So there's some affection there. There's some affection there. So yes, I did. So yeah, I mean, I think Prime 4 can do it too. So, but I promised AC I would share some of this stuff. So Let me look. All right.
That comment that Anger Canadian you shared a while back about Nintendo wanting to push the motherly type Samus and Prime 4 wasn't having it, that makes me real sad. I don't know why, but there's so little love for mothers, and it seemed like an easy slam dunk to kind of push that. Like, it's Samus. Like,
Yeah.
she's obviously going to be like a badass, but why not put that aspect in there? It seemed like an easy way to make her character more dynamic and fitting with what we've witnessed from her in previous games.
Yeah. So this is oh yeah, so our mutual friend Kyle Dread Roberts did a thumbnail for him. Um so I mean, let's see what. So that's how I found this guy. But Metroid Prime 4 right now sits at the lowest Metacritic score for this. Really, even lower than freaking Other M.
That can't be right.
That can't be right. Before anyone blames the new talent of Retro Studios, please remember there's mounds of quotes from Kensuke Tanabe versus the staff that kind of point to the real problem. Tanabe, first, Nintendo's philosophy on game creation is that we don't ignore casual players in creating our games. This is also true for games such as those in the Metroid Prime series, games that at first glance look like they are only aimed at core gamers. Nintendo retained the final decision-making authority. There were many instances early on where our approaches to the specifications did not align, leading to disagreements. Retro often explained, this is how Western studios approach and think about game development. To help them understand our perspective, I told them, yes, but the game we are making now is a Nintendo game, and this is Retro's first time working on one. I've been working on Nintendo games my whole career, so I believe I have the most experience in making Nintendo games, so please trust me first. He did make Mario 2. And Mario 2 is actually, I don't know how you feel about Mario 2. I love Mario 2.
Oh yeah, of course. It's a great game. It's difficult.
No, not that Mario 2.
Oh, Doki Doki Panic?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love that game.
I love that game. So
it's great.
Yeah. So he says Kyo, who was one of the translators, boiled it down very well in the assumption that our Japanese partners. Now, this is all during the original Prime trilogy. This is not during the Prime 4, like I said earlier. Boiled it down very well in the assumption that our Japanese partners had of Samus, that she was not doing it for the money. She was being very altruistic. I already brought that up. And I think he rolled out the term motherly. She was caring for people. With what she was doing was literally out of the goodness of her heart because she deeply cared about humanity, which was as far away from Boba Fett as you can get. You ever see, by the way, you ever see, I forget what the name of the video is, like Epic Battles, and they do Samus versus Boba. Yes. Yeah, Samus versus Boba Fett. Yeah. She totally destroys Boba Fett. I thought that was. I watched it. It was hilarious. So, I would never have equated Samus with the definition of an altruistic motherly influence, given that she has the title of bounty hunter. We were just looking at Kyo as he was describing this. Like, are we even on the same planet? Yeah, it's possible you can put both of them in there. You know, I think you can make her a bounty hunter, a hardened bounty hunter, and also still have some affection because you see this darkness, you deal with this darkness, you deal with this darkness of the galaxy, of the first Prime, the Prime 2, and slaying the other bounty hunters in Prime 3, even though it wasn't their fault. They were corrupted.
Yeah.
I mean, all that stuff makes you appreciate life more.
Yeah. And I think just there's a couple of things. One, I really want to know now what the original Japanese label was for Samus, if it's actually literally translated as bounty hunter or if that's a localization thing. That's one. And then two, there's the title given to someone, and then there's the action. There's a title given to the character as to what they do, but then there's the actions they take. And almost every game she's responding to a distress call at the start.
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
going to help
the only time she really like is a bounty hunter is, I mean, even if you would even consider her a bounty hunter, would be Metroid 2. But
yeah,
she's not
and
really
she
a
goes
bounty hunter. She's committing, she's committing, she's
side.
committing extinction of the
Yeah.
Metroids, basically. Because they're dangerous, and plus they were already they're a weapon. They weren't. I don't think they were naturally. At least I don't think they were.
I don't think they're sentient either, as the sense of like maybe they're kind of like
Well, they're genetically engineered by the Chozo.
yes, by the
And
Chozo to fight the
and they were
X.
put on SR388. So
Yes. So I don't think they're like characters in their own right.
yeah,
Man, that'd be a huge mistake if they tried to make sympathy for Metroids.
I'll be honest. I mean, I'm sure no one else has an issue with this, but I was just disappointed that there were. I'm going through Metroid Dread. Now I only played that game once, so I mean, I tried to replay it on hard mode, and hard mode's kicking my butt right now. So,
You got your dread mode next.
oh no, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can handle that. But like, I was disappointed there were no Metroids in Metroid Dread. To be honest, I mean, you had the X Parasite from Fusion make a comeback, but that was it pretty much. So
yeah, there wasn't a Metroid. You're right. There was a Chozo though. That
you do fight like a Chozo general.
He was a great villain. He shows up, he destroys you.
Yeah,
and then he very intimidating. Ravenbeak, awesome villain.
I agree. Like you're wondering, like you're like, okay, where does Samus get all of her abilities from? Well, from these people.
Yeah.
So like they could be stronger. They could do stuff that she can't do or something. Yep. So
yeah, Dread is definitely one of my favorite Switch games, and it's definitely up there on my top Metroid games. I think
it's the best selling. It's the best selling Metroid game. I think it passed Prime 2. It passed the first Prime game. 3 million copies. Yeah. I think the highest was Prime 1, and that was 2 million copies.
Mm-hmm.
I think the lowest was Other M, 500,000, 500,000.
No, I have to.
That's it.
Depending on how long it takes me to get Prime 4, I'll get through Prime 2, 3, and Other M.
I don't know about you. I still have my Prime trilogy, and I still have my Wii U. So I could play that. I could play Prime 2 and Prime 3 that way. And I could play Other M that way too. So I still
do it that way. The Prime Hack emulator is cool, but it's real buggy. Mm-hmm. And you'll be fiddling with settings to stop the game from crashing a lot. So I
did respond right here. I did respond. It's like, I don't know why we're attacking a guy about a game that isn't even out yet. And this is my response. Welcome to the internet.
Well,
I'll be honest. I did not come up with that one. Another grifting rage bait YouTube you says that quite a bit. So
yeah. Well, to be honest, so like this is the thing. It's really sad because I really do appreciate the stance you're taking on this, of trying to be like, hey, we want to objectively look at this game. There's going to be good parts. There's going to be bad parts. Let's just wait to play it. But there was this other X account I was following. I forget his name, but he said that we're at the point now where whenever these games come out and controversy arises, there's usually two sides that form, and one side is invested in the game's success, and the other side is invested in their failure. Yes, yeah, exactly. Yes,
I retweeted this. You know how I know about this? Our buddy Angry Canadian. I see him. Oh. He reposted this, so I saw this. I think where did I comment? Oh yeah, I just said thank you.
Yeah, I think I like following him. I think he's got some pretty rational takes on a lot of gaming culture and things like that. But he's right, and you see it with a lot of games these days, especially ones that are more controversial, like Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like I totally agree that there was DEI insert stuff in there, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game. You still have to play it, and you still have to critique it on its own merit. but there were two sides, one that was invested in the game's failure and the other invested in the game's success.
Yeah.
And so that it's almost like how nostalgia can kind of blind you from seeing the faults in some of your favorite games. Well, that kind of tribalism can also blind you from seeing the strengths or the faults in the games you want to play. But yeah, I really appreciate your takes you've had the past couple days on it to kind of get people to. It's not really a middle of the road opinion. It should be like play the game first.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
it's okay.
I did take the opposing stance on another game, but that's because of the fact that that several people celebrated the murder of a human being,
Yes.
and the other people, the other members, did not step up, and he had to be called out on X in order for anything to be done.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I know a lot of people felt that, oh, there's a lot of people that worked on it that didn't say anything. Well, that's the problem, is that they didn't say anything. They didn't take care of this themselves. It had to be done by a rage baiting by Grumps, the professional rage baiter slash former Blizzard employee guy. Do that. That's not a good look to me, and I will not play Ghost of Yotei because of that. And I loved Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know if you played any of those games.
I haven't, but I've heard they're great.
Well, I was burned out by Breath of the Wild. We had this conversation.
Yeah.
Let me close this. I was burnt out by Breath of the Wild, 2017. I guess you could say I had open world fatigue because of that. Okay, that's okay. I'm being a little dramatic there, but I wasn't really happy with it. And then I played Ghost of Tsushima, another open world game. It's obviously got the GTA slash Rockstar slash Red Dead Redemption kind of format. You have a map, you have like a little marker that they give you of that represents a character, whether it's a letter or something, and you go and you activate a cutscene, and then you start a mission, and then you travel to the place where the mission starts, and that's where it truly begins. And I really liked it. This is the type of open world game that I liked. If I felt like what I was doing mattered, I was playing a game that had epic stakes. Yes, I said stakes, AC. I like stakes. That's another thing we argue about. So
we're talking about food now.
yeah. If you ever seen Deuce Bigelow, the Deuce Bigelow with Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
But you're finding the Mongos for your own home. So for your own home, in this case, the island of Tsushima that was taken over. So, and you're trying to free everybody, and things happen. The characters, I was like, so like so it kind of saved my okay. So I don't hate open worlds. I just
you need to play
wish
the
Breath
right
of the Wild
game.
was a little bit better. So.
Yeah.
And then Tears of the Kingdom comes out, and it felt like more of the same. And I know a lot of people will say, you didn't like Tears of the Kingdom. Our friend AC loved Tears of the Kingdom. He's like, how come you didn't play it? Or how come I DNF'd it? Because I have Breath of the Wild fatigue. Like, I want 3D Zelda. And it looks like we're going to get 3D Zelda with Prime 4 in a way.
Yeah.
In a way I didn't expect, to be honest.
One quick note about your decision not to play Ghost of Yotei. Like, that I feel like is a completely rational decision based on real world events, and it's okay to say something like, hey, Ghost of Yotei might be a good game, and
it looks fantastic. The game looks great.
I'm not going to play it because of this real world instance and how I'm voting with my dollar. The problem comes when you say, I'm going to not play this game and it must be bad.
Oh no, I don't think it's
separate
bad at
those
all.
two things. I think you can't separate a piece of art, and I do think games are art, from its cultural context, unfortunately, but you can put an effort to critique it on its own merits, I think. Here and there. But yeah, I fully support your decision to do that. I don't think that was wrong in any way, or it's not wrong to decision not to support a company that does things you don't like.
Yeah,
I
and
totally get it.
it's only when they're called out by some external rage baiter that they fired that person. And the person, they were unapologetic, for what
Yep.
they said. I mean, why? I mean, I don't want to have anything to do with people like that. And
Yep.
if they work on something and people are just kind of turn their heads, or they support it, then I'm not. I don't want anything to do with anything you get. I don't want to have anything to do with anything you do.
It's a very
Period.
foolish marketing decision, and they should be fired strictly for marketing malpractice. You're immediately dividing your potential customer base,
Yeah,
and
and
I, for the life of me, I don't understand why
well,
they.
it's because they. I mean, the game still sold. They felt they could just. I mean, there's a lot of. I don't want the stream to get political, but there. One particular side is more emboldened to do stuff with impunity
Mhm.
than the other.
Yeah.
One side is going to get punished for just saying something really, really, it might be offensive, but it'll be like very basic. And then someone else will say, then the other side will say something else, but because of the fact that, you know, the other side is more hegemonic in the institutions and in their and in their policies and how things are run, you know, I mean, they're it just emboldens people. People get away with stuff. It emboldens people to do bad stuff.
Hmm.
And I mean, I'm a nobody. I'm just one person with 6 people watching right now. 6. Thank you for watching. Consider
Thank you.
subscribe. I haven't put your link, but subscribe to Jay Bongo. He has his follow him on X. Follow him on X at least. So
Yeah, you can see my other links there too.
yeah. So but yeah. So but all right. But yeah. That's the reason why with Ghost of Yotei. So
Yeah.
um, thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Angry Canadian. I appreciate that.
I know
Space Hunter.
I know
Space
his real
Hunter.
name. I know his real name, but I
You
can't
do?
say
I
it.
don't.
He'll kill me. Well,
Yeah, see,
not kill
Space
me.
Hunter makes it sound like Samus hunts animals in space, which fits because she's hunting Metroids. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe the American localizers were like, that sounds a little too weird. Let's do Bounty Hunter. And then it stuck.
So apparently the desert area is
Mhm.
actually just basically devoid of anything except for like these green crystals that you have to run over and collect or
That's
something.
sad.
I don't know if it's supposed to be currency or something.
They should have
Um
stuck Long On Ranch in the middle of it.
da 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 da. Yeah, there's
Just
no
go.
music. I was watching what's the guy's name? Game Explain. The Game Explain is. Um,
Yeah.
he was playing it and he's complaining that there was no music in the desert in the desert hub.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, well, you're not. I mean, yeah. I mean that could be an issue. A lot of people were disappointed with that. A lot of people were disappointed with the desert aspect, and I mean, I'm going to play it and see how it is. I'll probably make up my own mind, but I have a bad feeling that I think that the criticisms of this middle,
Uh-huh.
that the
Yeah.
inclusion of this hub might be justified.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be the weakest point of the game because it feels like at this point, based on what I've seen, obviously I could be wrong, that they really wanted a motorcycle. And the motorcycle design is really cool.
It
And I'm sure
is.
the combat is pretty fun, but they needed an open space. And when you consider the hub worlds of the Metroid Prime games, Metroid Prime 1 had the Talon Overworld, which was, in a sense, a hub world, but it still felt like the rest of the game. It was cavernous, it was a labyrinth, you still had to make your way through it, and, not conducive to a motorcycle.
Yeah, like all the you didn't have to go there necessarily to connect to the other places. I mean, it had the most connections. Like you could connect to Chozo ruins, you can connect to Magmore caverns, to Fendrana drifts, or
Yes.
the Phazon mines. but you could also access like the Phazon mines from Fendrana drifts. You can access Magmore caverns
Yep.
from the Chozo ruins. Like they were all they were like they were interconnected. And um with this Prime, it's basically everything's connected to this desert hub. Like I'm curious if there's connection, if there's other interconnections besides
There
the hub.
probably will be, because that's been a staple of hub worlds ever since the N64 days. The first game I recall that being like Banjo Tooie had its hub world, which was massive, and within each of the sub worlds, you could make it to other worlds. So that's been around for a long time, and I fully expect it here. And depending on how they do it, it might even save the motorcycle aspect of it. Which, now that I say that out loud, I'm like, I hope if they're gonna go motorcycle, they better make you use it. It better be good. I don't want to be like, oh, you don't have to use it, and then what's the point of it? It's like, why go through all that trouble of doing that? Anyway, thank you for subscribing, Anti-Derivative Jill.
Yeah,
I like your gamer tag.
You're gonna love. But yeah. So apparently in the Metroid 2 manual, Samus is called Space Warrior.
Yeah.
And then I think Super Metroid's manual Japanese version calls her Bounty Hunter. So
bummer.
Yeah, so
he caved.
by the way, my creator of this awesome thumbnail showed up. What's up, Mr. Dread Roberts?
Kyle,
yeah. How you doing?
We've been interacting here and there. I like your thumbnails.
Yeah, you totally if you need a good thumbnail, if you need a good thumbnail, let him know. He's like this right here. I mean, like I usually don't put thumbnails in my background, but this one, let's bask in its. Are you okay if we bask in its glory really quickly? All right, let's do it.
Get rid of my garage.
All right, we're good. We're good. So, all right, there we go. I totally agree. Best. What's a thumbnail?
It's a what?
Thumbnail. That is his best thumbnail yet. I think our friend needs to learn some vocabulary. No kids, obviously. So, but like, so I'm curious. Like, so do you feel? I forget if we asked. I kind of got lost in the conversation, but how do you feel about the NPCs ultimately? Do you think there's going to be a payoff, or are you just kind of like wait and see?
Honestly, like, if I had to like give a percentage to my hope that there's going to be good character arcs in this, I would say it's like 25% optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very pessimistic view on the state of writing these days.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of self-indulgence when it comes to what people want in their storytelling, and that tends to produce shallow stories. Like, I think I fully suspect these characters will be one-dimensional, and I wish that wasn't the case. I do have some hope for Samus because they restrain themselves to make her not speak, so it seems right now. But all in all, when it comes to IPs that I love, I fear for all of them these days that the next entry is just going to be some self-insert or just a sort of attempt to make a good character, but in reality it's just a shallow character when they didn't really need to change anything. So
yeah,
I think Miles is going to be around for the beginning. I do think that, but
yeah, so Miles is going to you're going to encounter him, and then he's going to he's going to go F off into like some lab or something, computer lab, and he'll be contacting you. He'll be contacting you saying, "Hey, did you do this? Did you do that?" So he'll be like the annoying, he'll be like Navi in a way. He'll be
Yeah.
annoying you throughout the game, but he won't be. I don't think he'll be talking to you the entire time. Now the question is, can you mute the dialogue?
Maybe that's a good question.
Because
You
I
could,
think some games you can, I think some games you can
yeah,
mute the dialogue and keep the music. Like there's two separate, things.
yeah, that's right. You could do that. My concern is that how much are these characters going to communicate with you over radio? If there's going to be like constant chatter going, it seems like no at this point. But it'll probably replace the hint system. So like Metroid Prime 1 and 2 had that kind of hint system where if you tarry too long to get to the next area, it'll be like seismic movement detected in this area, and you can turn that off, which is nice. It's nice that you have that option.
Yeah.
But I fully expect them to be utilized in that way. Like Miles might be like, "Hey, Samus, I think you should go over here," for some reason, and I think that's kind of it reminds me of the yellow paint stuff.
Yeah. I don't understand the yellow paint controversy. Like I'm seeing it all over X, and
Yeah.
I'm not maybe I'm too much of a boomer to understand that. I understand that.
So, okay. The yellow paint controversy really started around the time, I think it was around the time of the Resident Evil 2 remake. And
That was a while ago.
It was. So this discussion has been around for a while. And essentially what it is like, you walk out into the platform and there's a ladder.
Yeah.
But rather than trust the player knows what a ladder is in the real world and to check and see if they could climb said ladder, they slather it with yellow paint to let you know, hey, this is a way I can go.
Okay.
I have a post about it in Resident Evil 8. You walk into this creepy village and there's all this stuff around, and then you turn a corner and there's like a crank and it's covered in yellow paint, or there's a lock and it's covered in yellow paint, and the yellow paint is like it's not everywhere, but it's really, really stands out. And what it boils down to is the developers are trying to signal to the player, hey, this is something you can interact with, or this is the way you should go. And some people it doesn't bother them, which is fair. Other people, like myself, for me, it pulls me out of the immersion. I feel like I'm being patronized, like I can't figure it out on my own. And I also feel like it's very uncreative. Like there's more creative ways to signal to the player, hey, you can go this way, than making something really stand out in the environment. If you want, there's a game, an indie dev coming out. He's making a game called Lucid, which is a Metroidvania. Look it up. The demo's out. Go play the demo. It looks.
I got the demo. That person follows me too. So
okay, yeah. What he did was something really cool, and I know he did this on purpose because he told me he did. But there's the foreground, there's the midground where the player is, and there's the background. And sometimes the foreground has like foliage and stuff in the way, and to signify to the player that there's going to be a screen transition, he has just these little beams of light. Like light that you'd see coming through the trees on the edges of the map. And I didn't notice it at first, but it was like my brain picked up on it that, okay, this is a screen transition. And I didn't notice it at first because it fits so well with the environment. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's like I like to quote, Red Letter Media, Mr. Plinkett. You ever watch his reviews? He says a number of times, he says something like, it was so small that you probably didn't even notice it, but your brain did. And that's kind of the idea. Like you want to lead the player without letting them know they're being led. And to me, the yellow paint or things like it signify lazy development.
Is that part of the reason why you like? Is that part of the reason why you really like Breath of the Wild? Is because they don't do that?
They have some of it in there. They've got some yellow paint-esque stuff, but for the most part, yes, they don't have like, hey, go this way. But they do have some moments where it's like you walk into a new area and one of the divine beasts screeches at you, and it's like, oh, look at that. It's like,
Oh,
I know it's there.
yeah.
There's some elements of that in the games, but all in, I think Breath of the Wild did better with it than others. And some games it's really bad.
Hmm. Yeah. So I mean, okay, I'll keep that. I'll keep that. I'll keep that in mind.
That's the yellow paint controversy in a nutshell.
And let's hope Prime 4 doesn't have that, or did they confirm? Or
Well,
I don't,
so Metroid Fusion, I didn't realize this until someone pointed out to me, but I remember thinking this when I first played it as a kid. It is the most linear of the 2D Metroids because Adam constantly gives you objectives. Hey, go here and do this. Hey, go here and do that. Hey, go here and do this. And I really enjoyed Metroid Fusion. I thought it like Dread, it almost breached into horror, which is really cool.
yeah, especially when you're being stalked by the
Yes.
the SAX, basically. Yeah.
It's a great game. So I'm not saying like the yellow paint controversy makes a game bad. I just think it's a bad game mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
But if Prime gives you a fair bit of flexibility with where you can go, and if it has to be at least as open as the other Primes. The other Primes, there was a correct path to go, but once you get more abilities, the map opens up and you can explore a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, every Prime game. I mean, I think even I forget if Prime 3 is the same. I think it is. Once you complete the areas, you beat the main bosses of each area.
Mhm.
There's a point where you have to start. They want you to explore more of the map now that you have all of the upgrades. Now you can explore more of the map and collect these. Like I think in the first Prime game, it was the keys to the keys to the crater, if I remember correctly. And then you fight Ridley. And then I think in Prime 2, you collect the keys to the Sky Sanctuary. Well, you collect keys to each of the dark.
Yeah.
The Dark Temple, where the main boss of the area is in Prime 2. You have to collect keys in order to access. So you still have to look around. And it's the same with and then when you beat all those areas, now you have to find the Sky Temple keys, which I think is like there's 9 of them, in order to get to the Emperor Ing, and then final fight with Dark Samus. I didn't even realize it at first, but yeah, Dark Samus is basically Metroid Prime. So Metroid Prime is Metroid Prime a Metroid, or is Metroid Prime just like a phase-on creature that they?
The way I understood is Metroid Prime is a Metroid that's been infused with Phazon, I believe.
Okay, that's been infused with Phazon over the course of multiple.
And I think you can actually see other Metroid Primes on Phase in the background. I think I saw a screenshot of that in Metroid Prime 3 somewhere. So I'm unsure. But on a side note, we've never seen an Omega Metroid in 3D, have we? It needs to happen. I think we need an Omega Metroid in 3D.
Well, maybe in a certain other M.
Maybe. Okay. Then yeah, guess I need to play that game.
Well, if not the Omega Metroid, then the Queen. Whoops.
Yep.
Basically the same mechanic.
Well, I stand corrected.
Yeah. I was watching Nerdy Neo play it. By the way, everybody watch Nerdy. Watch. Our friend here was on Nerdy Neo stream yesterday, so that jerk beat me. He's like, okay, Nerdportal's going to have J Bongo on, so I have to have him on again myself. So,
I got to witness.
By the way, was he? I wasn't able to watch the whole thing. Was he complaining about Prime 4 still?
No, actually, I don't think we talked a lot about Prime 4. There was a
Really?
fair deal of disagreement about GoldenEye and um, GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, and which game's better. That seems to happen.
Who took what stance? I gotta know now.
Neo believes that Perfect Dark is a better game objectively, and Ryan, I think it's Ryan. There's Ryan and Carl. Ryan is adamant that GoldenEye is a better game. So, anyway, apparently they have that conversation.
I did not. I have only begun to play Perfect Dark. Like I didn't play it on N64, so yeah, I know. But I did love GoldenEye because I got so into that game because I was watching. I started getting into the films when I was in high school.
Yeah, me too.
And I love that talk. I love the Sean Connery's toxic masculinity. I loved loved all of that. I watched all the Roger Moore movies, all the Timothy Dalton. I think and Brosnan was still doing. Brosnan was about to die another. He just did World Is Not Enough.
Yeah, I liked Brosnan movies. Those are great. GoldenEye, man, that game's so good. That movie's so good. I think
Sean Bean the bad guy. You know.
Yep. Yeah, man, that game. Like, I understand why people. It was revolutionary. It brought first-person shooters to the console, and you could tell because if you try to play it now, it was so new that nobody knew the proper controls for a first-person shooter game. And it wasn't until Halo, like basically the massive success of Halo, standardized the dual control stick. Nintendo did its own thing with Prime, but they had the foundation in place with the C stick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Prime. There is some. I do like the updated controls, and I do like that. But there was something about the controls of Prime 1 and 2 that made you slow down. It combined the Z targeting that Ocarina of Time introduced and is relatively unchanged mechanic in many games, even modern games.
Yeah, I mean Dark Souls and Elden Ring, they have that too.
Yep. But what I think this is another big fear I have about Prime 4 is that Prime 1 and 2 and 3 are very slow in the sense of like you're meant to not rush through things. And I'm even experiencing this in my stream because I'm trying to talk at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm rushing through the scans. I'm rushing through the play, and I'm not taking the time, one, to appreciate the game, but also you miss things. Like, not just you miss lore, you miss tips on how to beat things or where to go or things like that. And
yeah.
The controls forced you to kind of slow down and look around. Whereas the dual stick controls, it's much more applicable to like a run and gun type of game. And that's my big fear for Metroid Prime 4 is it's going to be turned into a run and gun game.
I one thing they did say in the reviews is that there's more combat.
Mm-hmm.
There's more combat and less puzzles and less what you say, slowing down and and basic and immersion more. I think there's going to be less immersion in this one. I think there's still going to be. I don't think there's going to be as much as the other games. I still think there'll be. I still think there'll be some. I don't know if there'll be enough though. I mean, we'll have to play the game to find out. Yeah. So that's one thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, and when I'm playing through Prime 2 now, I'm realizing that the big forced fights, they're sporadic enough to give you a break from all the detailed exploration and looking around and scanning everything. And
yeah,
but the main part of the game is the scanning. Like, scanning and understanding the environment is just as important, if not more important, than the combat. And I like the balance it has.
And you have to remember when you're scanning stuff, like Bendesium.
Yeah.
This thing,
Yep.
the crack in this Bendesium wall looks like it could be. It looks like it could be blown up with something.
Yep.
Well, what does Bendesium? What can you use with Bendesium? Well, you can't use your charge beam. You can't use your missile.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even use your super missile. Which I'll be honest, the super I used to use the super missile was so easy to use with the Wii controls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do it with the Switch controls because now I shoot with
Yep.
this. You have to have your you have to have your other finger on this in order to do a
Oh, really?
in order to do a super missile. You have to hold and you basically have to hold the charge, and then you
Oh,
have
yeah. Yes. Yeah, I remember that. The remastered controls.
because
Yep.
I tend to use my this finger to
Yep.
do this. But if you're going to do this, if you're going to do the super missile, you have to change finger. I have to change fingers
Yeah.
because it's this button right here that shoots the missile, and this trigger shoots the beam. This trigger this button shoots the missile basically.
Yeah, that's
So
or ergonomics. You
yeah,
remember
so
when
it
you
takes
okay,
some getting
sorry,
used to.
this brief tangent. Do you like Mega Man X? Is this your Nintendo, right? Do we have this
That
conversation?
was my very first Mega Man
Okay.
game, and I think Nerdy Neo hates that game.
Yeah, I think he does too.
Yeah, he
That's
hates,
fair.
especially X3. Like X3, I think is the game he hates the most of anything. Like, yeah, sorry.
The one
Yeah, we know
fault
he
with
loves
that
it.
game is the dash. Unless you contorted your finger to basically hold your controller like this, you
Uh-huh.
couldn't dash and hold the charge at the same time.
No,
Well, you
good.
could but you couldn't wall dash, which was like essential for beating the bosses. Like jump off the wall really far and hold the and hold the. So
Oh,
like the
yeah,
whole
you couldn't
time
do that.
I'm doing this with my finger.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, especially especially at the end of the first game when you're fighting Sigma in his first form. So you fight the dog and then you fight Sigma in his first form. He takes out his lightsaber, then he charges at you. You have to jump on the
Yep.
wall in order to dodge
Yeah.
him, and then he goes up. He goes up, and tries to hit you, and you have to
Drop
shoot
down
him
really
while
quickly.
falling
Yep.
down all that, and then yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But that final part with Sigma's head on that big giant machine, like
Epic.
it is, it's tough. Like you have to. I have to have at least two other energy tanks in order to beat that. I can't beat it just
Oh
with
yeah.
a
You
single
gotta
thing.
harvest those little robot worms.
Yeah. So,
But
oh
yes,
well.
Metroid to be more run and gun. It's sad. Again, doesn't mean it won't be a good game. But I think it's completely understandable why that would turn some people away from it, and completely
Yeah.
understandable why some people would prefer it. Like it's just
Yeah, I'm worried about because of all this outrage over what a Metroid game should be and all that now. I'm worried about the sales because yeah, because Metroid games don't really sell, and we're trying to get more and more people. Like, a lot of people bought Dread, and a lot of people like Dread. And like a Prime game doesn't come out that often. I mean, like it was 8 years since they announced it. It was 18 years since the last Prime game came out. I mean, we didn't even know. I was shocked. I mean, I was hoping there would be one, but that was always like a pipe dream. It was one of those things that, I wanted to happen, but I didn't think ever would. And then we actually do get a Prime announcement. And I just like, if I wasn't at work, I would have screamed like every other, content creator. I mean, that's the one time you actually do scream.
Yeah.
Is when when something like that it gets announced.
I think the sales will be fine. I think it's like if you want Metroid to last and there to be more Metroid games, which I don't. I think it's fine if some series kind of end, but Metroid I really like. I want to see more Metroid games, and I think they are. It is right for them to want to appeal to a larger audience. They just have to do it right, and I think that the fans of Metroid will buy the game. And
Yes.
if it's marketed as a more run and gun type of game, it will draw in other players.
Mm-hmm.
That there doesn't need to be an argument that says this is not a Metroid game, and this person say, "Oh, it's totally a Metroid game." You can say like, "Yeah, it's totally not a Metroid. It's completely different in gameplay, but I like it, or I don't like it, and that's totally fine."
Did you see
still gotta
this?
touch on merits.
Did you see this tweet, by the way?
There should be no talking in Metroid. None. Aside from perhaps the simple intro like Super Metroid. These games about isolation, feeling alone in alien worlds where inhabitants are long gone and life forms are like hostile. Did they like the voice acting in Dread?
Probably
was
not.
awesome.
Probably not. They probably hated it. Probably hated it. Probably
You like
hated
the
it
voice
more.
acting?
Probably hated it more than Nerdy Neo hates Hollow Knight. That's how much.
But he actually beat it. Did you like
Yeah.
the voice acting in Dread? Did you like that decision for them to do that?
I know what's funny is I forgot about that. I watched.
Yeah.
I saw the clip. I saw the cutscene. I was like, this is really cool. I like that you actually get a single line and it wasn't even English. It was in Chozo. I think that makes it
Yes.
that makes it even cooler.
Yes. That's why, like, even in that clip you're playing right there, Samus doesn't quite know how to react.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Not cool in the sense of like that's a cool thing to do for a person, but it shows something about her. She is I know you disagreed with this at the beginning, but I do think Samus's stoicism here would be nice if it was played up as kind of like she's a loner. That could be from the fact that she had to kill all of her Prime 3 friends and she witnessed the space troopers die in the Federation troopers die in Metroid Prime 2. They could have done something. They could do something. I'm speaking like it's already set in stone that they're not going to make a deep story. I don't think there will be a deep story, but
Probably not.
I have some hope for it. But like, yeah, look at that. Like, she doesn't quite know how to react, and she still seems like her own Samus, the Samus that we've seen before.
Yeah,
at the very least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was my response. This was my response right here.
It passes already.
Yeah, as much as I love Super Metroid and Prime 1, just get past this. Either support the game or don't. If you don't, people don't buy because of you. Metroid might join F-Zero's a dead franchise. And this dickwad said, "Oh, that would be perfect." Well, shut up. You're not. If you're not,
I'd rather see it die.
You'd rather see it die than you're not a fan of Metroid. Moron.
Well, we don't want. That's the thing, though. It's like, if you could stop all Star Wars production to eliminate the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, that's never going to happen, though. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a meme someone posted. It was very simple stick figure meme, and this person was playing a game, and in the game it said on the screen blue, and it was written in black, but the screen was blue, and then he saw a picture, and it was like movie blue, and it was blue, and then he sits in the movie theater, and on the screen it says blue, but everything is red.
Yeah.
And that, I feel, is a very simple way of kind of understanding. Like, I understand his point. We don't want, if they're gonna deviate so much from what people know Metroid to be, why not just create another IP? They don't want to do that because they want to capitalize on the already existing Metroid fan base. And that actually functions a lot like fan fiction, which I don't know if you're a reader, right? You read a lot of books.
I'm trying. I'm struggling through Wheel of Time right now.
Okay, there's a YouTube channel which I've come to really, really love. It's new. It's called The Second Story, and this author breaks down different things about modern storytelling, and her most recent video is on how
my friend group, we were talking about her.
Oh,
We
really?
were just talking about her.
Yeah, I listened to it. I shared it on X, and that's where that whole like self-indulgence things come into the picture of like people don't want media that makes them think. They want media that reflects their own values. Like I remember when Mario came out, the Mario movie, people were upset that, you know, Bowser is trying to force Peach to marry her. But it's like, Bowser's the bad guy. Bad guys do bad things. He was going to kill all the people by lowering them into the, like, that. They're upset about that. And they're not upset about the fact that he was going to lower Luigi and all of his characters into lava. You know, it's, they want the story to itself to reflect all of their values in the social sense, and it really pushes more of their own view of things into stories, and that's what they want. And why people didn't like that character's reaction, the woman space trooper's reaction to Samus, is because that's how any fangirl would react to their.
That's how Rose Tico would react.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
exactly.
thin. I'm like, oh no, this is not the character I was expecting. I was expecting like, I'll be honest. When I was watching that movie that calls itself Star Wars, the last something, last.
I don't know.
I don't know if I don't think that movie. I don't think that movie exists. I think I might have had a nightmare. But but this character in my nightmare, Rose Tico, I was expecting her to be a Sarah Connor type, a hardened character, because of the fact that her sister gets killed in the beginning of this Star Wars movie. No, it's not Star Wars. And so but all she did was cry and go fangirl, and then all of a sudden, just emasculate Finn, and then Finn was a goofball for that whole movie. It was a waste. Yeah,
it had so much potential.
his whole arc in that movie was a waste. Like they went to that Canto Bight, and nothing happened. They let loose a bunch of animals, and they're like, "Oh, run away, run away, run away!"
That's the real victory against the Empire, too. I mean, first order.
The first order. Yeah, that dumb name.
But like, imagine if they showed that scene with that trooper again. I'd like, it could have been so much more interesting if she's intimidated by Samus because, she's a trooper as well. She's a fellow warrior. It just
or maybe distrustful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Or feels to compete. Does she need to compete with her? There's just so many more. There's so many different ways they could have taken it, but instead they went with the generic, like, fangirl way. Like they could have maintained the kind of awe and legendary status that Samus has, while at the same time not making it how a fan would react to seeing their favorite YouTuber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I like so I mean, I think it's a single moment, and I mean we'll see if it gets any better.
No, we must judge everything out of context.
Yeah, we totally yeah.
I'm just kidding. I 100% agree with you. I'm a big context guy.
Who agree with AC?
Yeah, I haven't seen the clip. I refuse to watch it out of context.
Yeah, if he says he refuses to watch something out of context, you can be guaranteed that he will refuse to watch something out of context.
He seems like that kind of person.
He's former military, so he's very very set.
People were saying
when he makes a decision. I met him in person. When he makes a decision, he's focused. He's focused on it. Doesn't stray from the beaten path at all. So
Well, someone did comment on that scene saying, "Is this really how a military soldier would act?" And I don't know. Maybe AC can speak to that.
maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, if you're a fan of somebody, sure, why not? I mean, it's not like the commanding officer kind of put a stop to it,
Yeah.
So
It's not like they were in a life or death situation.
yeah, it's not like so like there was still some military, stuff going on. So
Mhm.
we'll see we'll see how it goes. So
Yeah. I just really hope there's an attempt to balance out the levity and the jokes with some serious stuff. I hope they don't. I hope all of them don't survive. It'll raise the stakes. If one of them gets killed off early, that would raise the stakes as well, because then
Yeah.
you don't know who's going to survive.
Stakes, AC, stakes.
Gotta have those stakes. Like, Hyrule
Medium
Warriors,
rare, medium
Age of
rare.
Calamity, totally removed all the stakes from Breath of the Wild. I understand it's not canon, but come on, time travel just totally undid the sacrifice of the of the champions.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that again.
Yeah. So I am tired, and I have to check the chilies for tomorrow's chili cook off. So yeah, I made it in such a way that I've never made it like that before. So
I didn't say anything, AC. Just don't go back and watch.
Okay, AC's forcing me to play something. Oh, it's a Halo 3 cutscene. Okay. All right. Let's play it. Let's humor AC. He's been pretty supportive. I really appreciate him being here. All right, so stop screen. Share screen. Halo 3. All right, you see it?
Yep.
Can you hear it?
Tell the commander her ace
Yes.
will hold.
Check it out.
No way. A Spartan? For real. You better not be. Oh man, he's here. We're gonna be
Where
all
did you
right.
find him?
Napping out back.
I'll bet. It's good to see you, Chief.
Likewise, ma'am.
Let's get you up to speed.
Oh man, back when Halo was good.
Lunar perimeter.
It's painful to watch.
Was left of the home fleet.
I haven't played any of the. I haven't played
Terrestrial
Beyond Reach.
bombardment were extreme.
Apparently, Reach was the last
We
good
could
one.
have landed anywhere.
ODST
All
was
these forces
good too.
here, East Africa, the ruins of New Mombasa. Then they started digging.
What about Halo?
We stopped it, but only temporarily.
I see that they
Now,
reacted
Prophet
to him,
is
but
looking for something called the Ark, where he'll be able to.
are you
fire
saying that
all
this
the
is how they
If
should
he
have done it
succeeds,
in
humanity,
Metroid
the
Prime
Covenant,
4, or
Yeah.
and sentient
reasonable?
being in the galaxy.
The rings will kill us all.
Ma'am,
he's saying
I
that's
have
it?
Lord
but
Hood.
Patch him through.
I'm engrossed in
Good
the
news,
cutscene
Commander Keys.
because we have good
Yes, sir.
Halo.
So I see.
I've never played. I'll have to revisit this.
I know the Master Chief Collection I want to play just because it's fun.
Yeah, the Marines reacting to a hero figure is the context.
Is
Okay.
the got it.
So, all right. Okay. So yeah, that's it. So, all right. Well, all right. So yeah. So I'm still looking forward to it. I'm probably gonna buy. I'm buying a physical copy for myself. I already got my cop. Wait,
I'm so jealous.
got my copy. It's right here. So
There it is.
I just have to wait a few hours until it's releases. So I think it's at midnight, or actually maybe in half an hour. I think it might be midnight East Coast. So we'll see. So what was I gonna say?
We need
But yeah,
to hope.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm expecting to hear some awesome music, awesome gameplay. I mean, there might be more combat than usual. I'm fine with that. And you know what? 3D Zelda, bring it back, bring it on, bring it on. I'm fine with that too. I don't care.
I expect the gameplay to be pretty polished. I expect the
It
environment
looks great. I
and
think
everything
I
to be really
think
polished.
everybody's complaining about the desert. Okay, it's the desert. It's the hub. It's the center place. You know, it's
Mhm.
the in between.
Yeah.
Focus on the rest of the stuff that is Metroid Prime. So,
Mhm.
and I hope it's successful. I mean,
Yep.
I want there to be a new. I mean, they said this is the start of a new story. So, you know,
Yeah.
there was one. I think I'm assuming it was a kid, young person on X saying, "I've never played Metroid Prime. Should I start with this game?" And I responded. I said, "Yes, you can play this.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend you play Prime Remastered after this, and then if you find a way to play Prime 2 and Prime 3." So,
Yeah.
I still want Prime 2. I want Prime 2 remastered. Like I was watching I was watching some of the cutscenes I was watching some of the cutscenes today. And I want to see I want to see that remaster. It would look excellent. I want to see Dark Ether. Okay, there's something I did bring up. There was something I did. I did you watch Stranger? Have you watched now that we're I wanted to bring up other media. Have you ever watched Stranger Things?
Yes, I haven't seen. Wait, is
Does
the new
the
season out?
It is, and
I haven't watched it yet.
it's a bit of. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's a bit of a step down from the last season 4.
Okay.
But I didn't think about this until today. Doesn't the Upside Down remind you of Dark Ether? Like that, I swear, I'm curious if they took inspiration from Prime 2's because they use the color. It's an alternate world. It's a world like ours, but it's an alternate evil world with demons and demogorgons and all that. I swear, I swear, I swear, I swear, Prime 2 had a role to play.
Probably. I mean, the Ing try to possess you. They do possess other people.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. I hope it lands. I really do. It's probably the last show I want to watch because I don't think there's anything left after that that's ongoing. Everything else I watched has ended.
Did you like Andor? Did you watch Andor?
I the first season I thought was better than the rest of it. My friend my friend, one of the White Cloaks, got me to watch it. I hated how it ended, but it was better than anything else Disney put out, including, well, maybe not Rogue One, but then I watched season 2. This was one of the few shows where the second season was much better than the first. Like season 2 was really good. It was basically 4 seasons in one.
Yeah.
Like there were 4 arcs in season 2, and each of those arcs was originally supposed to be a season, but they cut it short for some reason because I don't think enough people watched season 1.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And I thought season 2 was really good, and the way it ended, I would be okay if they redid Rogue One. Tony Gilroy directed it and gave Andor a different fate because the way Andor ends, season 2 ends, really pissed me off.
Him just going off to start the events of Rogue One?
No, not that. It's what it's what Bix did to him.
Oh, she left him.
She left him and had a kid without him knowing.
Yes.
And then we find out, and then we find out he dies, never knowing about this.
Yeah.
I hated that. I thought that was awful. I thought that was terrible.
Yeah. That was a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, you're a dad. I mean, I'm not a dad. You're a dad. You have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Dread Roberts has kids. AC and Carl's here too. AC, Adam, AC, RNG. They're both married. They're gonna have kids in the future. they're going to be dads. I don't like the idea of taking away, like the whole idea of taking away him being a dad, him being a father.
Yeah. That could have been that both in just like as a parent, I don't like that, but also I don't understand why I guess they did it to try to make his sacrifice more tragic, which it already
Probably.
was pretty tragic.
Yeah.
I will say, when you become a parent, at least for me and the other dads in here, or moms, if there's some moms in here,
Yeah.
can speak to this well. But when you become a parent, any instance in media that I see where a child is in danger hits way different. I can't watch it. It's like, because I immediately project like my son. Like I watched Silent Place. Have you seen a Silent Place? It's like these aliens.
Oh yeah. Quiet Place.
Quiet Place. Sorry, Quiet Place.
They didn't really show it. I mean, but they did show the kid get snatched and all that.
Yeah, exactly. And I see that. I'm like, oh my god, that kid's my son's age, and it hits so different.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not married. I'm not a dad, but it hits me too because I remember my childhood vividly. And I remember the innocence, and I don't know. It's weird. Like I really empathize, and I can't like. I watched Doctor Sleep. That's the sequel to The Shining that they did. I don't know if you know, where Ewan McGregor plays an adult Danny Torrance. He was the little boy in The Shining. A kid's walking home from a Little League baseball game, and the villains basically torture and kill him, and the kid's screaming. And I was completely like, I was completely disturbed by that. I don't think I could ever watch this movie again. I did finish the movie, but I'm like, I don't think I need to watch it.
Ugh.
I mean, it was terrible. And I don't think I could. It's really like,
that's a good point. You don't need to be a dad to not like watching a kid get murdered. Yeah.
No, well, but the problem is there's a lot of people that aren't married that don't have that problem. So I mean, So I mean, but I'm sure if if I'm in that position, it would exponentially. It would be even more exponential. I probably wouldn't even want to entertain the idea or even think of the idea. So,
okay, let's do something happy. What's something in the gaming industry that you're happy about?
What besides Prime 4?
Besides Prime 4.
Well, Prime 4 is supposed to be my like it's supposed to help me reconcile me with getting me back into gaming, because right now I'm just like completely checked out of just consumption in general. So like I haven't been really wanting to watch new stuff or read anything. I've just been my ADHD's been kind of catching up in my old age. So what can I say? But I do want to finish Prime Remastered, and I bought this in Japan, this case, but I got all these games. I got all these Switch games. I gotta play and visit. By the way, apparently I was asking if the time travel mechanic was still going to be a thing in Skyward Sword, or not Skyward Sword, but in Prime 4. And I don't think it is, because I know Kensuke Tanabe did bring up time travel as a mechanic.
Oh my gosh.
And if they did, I would love to see something like how Skyward Sword did it, where you had different sections, different spaces were part of a different time period than others.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yep.
So
time travel, I'm always wary of.
But
it gets too confusing and causes too many paradoxes sometimes.
So I mean, we'll see about that. I mean, I still, I mean, what am I looking forward to anything else? Maybe I do have to play Rebirth. I have 7 Rebirth up there. I gotta play that. I still have to finish my replay of Remake, Integrate, and play the the DLC. So, I don't know. I mean, there's games that I've DNF that I still want to finish, like Mario Wonder and
Mhm.
Echoes of Wisdom, and like the last few, like I've been really bad when it comes to playing games and stuff. So I guess I gotta stop DNFing, and I've been getting a lot of crap from both Carl and Mr. AC. So
You guys should all get together and play through Mario Wonder, all four of you. It is chaos.
yeah, well, I don't know. I think I need them to put me through a humiliation ritual to get me to motivate my ass to finish. So, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah.
It's okay. You can be excited about Prime 4. That could be your answer. That's
Prime
good.
4. I'm excited about Prime
There you
4.
go. I'm happy for you. I'm
Heck, I might be doing an additional I might buy an additional copy. I'll do a giveaway. Maybe I'll do a giveaway in a few weeks or
I have
something. Christmas
2 copies of Super Mario RPG.
remake or original?
I have the original, and I have a sealed physical copy because I also have a digital copy of the Switch version.
I do. I think I gave my physical copy to Mr. Dread Roberts as a gift. I also gave him Prime Remastered. I still have. So I only have Super Mario RPG on my Switch, the digital version. I'll have to buy another physical copy.
It'll be about a month before I get hopefully I'll get Prime 4.
That's the only. I think that's the only game review. That's the only video game review I've ever did. It wasn't a retrospective.
Yeah.
It was actually a review.
Yeah,
was
I saw it.
the RPG one. So yeah, and he did make the thumbnail. He did make the thumbnail. This was when he was, you know, a sweet summer child, our friend. So have you played Dave the Diver? So our buddy Carl RNG is a massive fan of Dave the Diver.
Brought this up last night.
Yeah,
I have to check it out.
I think I have a copy somewhere. I don't know if I have it on Steam or if maybe I'll get it for Switch or something. I'll see. So but yeah, so Jason, thanks for joining. This was a great conversation.
Yeah,
there will be a part 3, like the Prime series. There will be a part 3. Now the question is, will the 4th part take 18 years after?
It depends on how well this game does.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. But there's plenty of stuff, like, you know, we still have to do. Last time we were going to talk, we did say that we have to talk about why you didn't care for Tears of the Kingdom.
We did.
And yeah,
we have to talk Zelda movie too.
Zelda movie. Yeah, I talked a little bit about that last time with my last guest, but yeah, we definitely have to do something like that. I'm hoping. Okay, that's another thing. I am looking forward to the Mario Galaxy movie.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they showed more Mario Odyssey imagery than Mario Galaxy imagery. Like, you see that upside down pyramid from the, what's the name of that area? The area with the Mexican. I
actually never played Odyssey, so I don't know.
Well, there's a desert area that's full of Mexican, like they're wearing sombreros and Mexican. I forget what they are. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I want to see them go into space. I want to see those crazy levels. I want to see Mario and Luigi and Toad, and of course Yoshi's going to be part of it. I want to see them go just defy gravity, go do these crazy platforms. I want to hear the D D D. I mean, I want to see that too. I want to see that. Like, I want them to freak the hell out. Like, what's going on here? Then you hear it D D D. You know, red and blue. You know, you have to get the rhythm down. So I want to feel. I want to feel that same thrill, like you're playing
Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, but I don't want to see any more Odyssey imagery. Like, come on, Nintendo, Galaxy imagery, Galaxy 2 or 1. So, but the Zelda movie, if they're gonna do it, they gotta do something like Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they're in a dungeon. I mean, Zelda
Yep.
itself took some inspiration from Raiders of the Lost Ark, so
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Link go into a dungeon and slay some Stalfos and some moblins, and and then there's a big boss. Maybe take a little take a little inspiration from Record of Lodoss War, the anime, the original anime OVA from 1990. That's another idea because they do dungeon crawling in that.
I want to see Zelda get trapped in a crystal and Link have to save her. That's what I want to see.
I hope so too, but I have a bad feeling that's not going to happen because Damsel in Distress. I mean, I guess it's considered outdated now.
I know it's sad.
You can't have these outdated things anymore.
I know I'm old.
Toxic masculine. You're a toxic male, Jason. You're
I know. I guess I am. I have to tell my wife.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna see Mario Galaxy movie. I'm gonna go see the Zelda movie when it comes out. So, I'll give those a shot. I mean, like I said, like we said, modern writing is not great. So I'm still willing to give it. I'm still willing to give it a chance.
Surprise us.
I think Nintendo's gonna try to make it decent. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope.
They have it'll at least be similar to the Mario movie in that I think
not the live action one, not the live action Trust the Fungus. Bob Hoskins.
It'll feel like
what the
Zelda.
Fuck is this movie? What the fuck is this movie? This is the worst fucking movie I've ever starred in. Mario movie. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it'll at least feel like Zelda because Miyamoto, he was heavily involved with Mario, I believe, and I think I remember watching an interview seeing an interview or some article where they said he wanted to strip down the plot as much as possible because there isn't a lot of plot in Mario games. So, I think we'll at least get, a basic story beat Zelda game. Yeah. It'll probably be based off of Zelda 1 and Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Zelda will...
She got the arrows.
I'm afraid she's going to be Galadriel Rings of Power when she should be Galadriel / Eowyn from Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm. They are filming that in New Zealand, I believe.
Yes, yeah, they are.
So, I guess every fantasy now has to be, unless it's Wheel of Prime,
Yeah.
That show's garbage. What a waste.
I didn't even bother with it.
I don't. Anything, read the books. Even though I'm struggling with the books, read the books. A lot of people like them for a reason. So,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they don't try to copy elements of, like, once again, Game of Thrones and Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings, because a lot of shows have been doing that and they've been terrible, and I don't want to see that. And I don't think they will, but.
Well, it all depends. If there is the trend of trying to appeal to a wider audience, and we'll learn a lot from. And this is the thing too. It's like, yes, I understand we haven't played the game yet, but there's certain patterns that we've all noticed with games and movies and TV shows that tend to be red flags, and they do tend to play out the way you expect them to. Which is why people are so up in arms about the Prime 4 trailers and the Prime 4 footage. It's like, yes, we haven't played it yet, but there are some red flags there that do tend to play out the way you expect. Yeah. It's unfortunate that this pattern is now recognizable, and the fact that they didn't put Zelda in her classic gown from Twilight Princess or Ocarina of Time or Link to the Past, but in her action oriented era of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom outfit, shows that this is what they're gonna go for here. She's gonna be more like the TV show, the 80s cartoon show Zelda, which is fine.
Yeah.
You know, fine.
Yeah.
But it all depends on how she interacts with Link, how her character is portrayed overall. Is she going to be a Mary Sue? Is Link going to have any agency? Is any like, you know,
I mean, yeah,
the big questions.
yeah. That's those are good. Those are good questions. If he has as much agency as he does in the old cartoon,
Yeah,
that's
I would love it.
I'll be okay with that.
Whole like that Link and Zelda, like, excuse me, Prince. I'd be like, okay, you got that's a thumbs up in my book if they just went full that.
Give me a kiss. No, well, excuse me.
Yeah, they have to throw that. That has to be in there somewhere. At
Oh,
some
I'm
point,
sure. I'm
you're
sure
gonna
they'll
say
find.
that.
I'm sure they'll find a way. Like the Mario movie referenced the Super Show. Like the fact that I think that part just got me. That part just got me rocking right there. Though.
Oh yeah, I
Plumber's
loved it.
rap. I was like, holy
Yeah.
crap, this is awesome. What made me like the Mario movie was that they were willing to acknowledge the fans that are like at least our age and older,
Yeah.
at least those who were around in the late 80s. So
Yeah.
all those, I don't know if you call yourself a Zennial. I think it's gay personally. I
don't know what I was born in 87.
Okay, you're younger. You're younger than me. You're younger than me. But you're older than these guys. So, yeah, I'm 84. I'm 84. So, but what was I getting at?
Why the Mario movie with all the appeal?
Yeah,
to
it was for people our age and older, basically. And I kind of, I for years I felt like Nintendo kind of neglected that. Like I got older, but yet the games pretty much stayed like for real little kids. Like I remember Yoshi's. I mean, I liked Yoshi's Island, like in retrospect, but Yoshi's Island felt like it was a coloring book, like a 3-year-old's coloring book or something. And then Yoshi's Story, which came out 3 years later, I was like 13 or 14 when that came out. That was even worse. I was like they had the Yoshi singing like lullabies. I'm like, what is this?
It was adorable.
I mean, it was easy. It was easier. It was easier, and you could beat it really quick compared to Yoshi's Island. Like you only had to play 6 levels, and that was it.
Yep.
So, but I like that Nintendo actually remembered their older fans that grew up with all their consoles and all that, and the old Deke show. So, yeah.
Yep.
So that brought like a tear to my eye. So,
I did enjoy the Mario movie. I think
I did. I like the fact that they acknowledged, because it's a game, it's a video game, it's a platformer. So we got to see the 2D platform, like the especially when they're hopping along the apartment building and all that.
Yeah.
And then they did the same thing at the very end, So
they had to do the Peach, not having Peach need to be rescued thing. That was they worked that in there. But overall, I think it was fun. Jack Black as Bowser was great. Yeah, it's fun movie. I don't think it really did anything to damage Mario. The only thing it made it more popular.
All right. Okay. Is there anything you want to promote before we go?
Well, I'm doing more live streaming. I'm just getting into it. I think I've got worked out most of the technical difficulties, so more of my streams have been running smoothly. But my time is in the prime time slot of 4:45 a.m. Central to about 6-ish. But you can follow me on X. I stream to X. I stream to YouTube, Kick, and Twitter. And I also put up clips throughout the day. So if you don't want to watch the full thing, I try to do some clip highlights and put up shorts and things like that. And those are all over I put those all up on Instagram as well. So, I'm just scattershot, throwing everything out there, seeing what platform really sticks. So yeah, the live streams are more, I like to discuss game design philosophy, gaming culture, things like that. So it's not just me frustratingly playing a game in silence. So if that's your sort of thing, if you like talking about that stuff, check it out. And if you like it, give me a follow. I'd appreciate it. But yeah.
All right. You heard it. You heard it straight from the Bongo's mouth. So, all right. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for sharing that. On my end, I might stream Prime 4 maybe tomorrow or Friday or something, depending on how I feel. I am going to play this off. I'm going to check this out offline first. So I'm probably going to be up for, it's probably going to drop like in a few minutes. I'll have to see. So besides that, besides the stream, besides maybe streaming this, thank Dread Roberts. He already made a thumbnail for me in that regard, a free one, out of the goodness of his heart. And I'm going to have next week, I'm going to have another showporial. It's going to be more first time guest. And it's going to be another kind of like to follow up on my Fall Ball Productions one. It's going to be a more political one, but we're also going to be talking about culture war, because he's talked about, he has a political channel, but he has talked about pop culture. And so I kind of want to talk about that aspect of it, and the whole right versus left, who takes ownership of what and everything.
Oh man, I want to tune in for that one.
So this is I've listened to this guy. He's not for everyone. He follows certain right-wing people that might be considered problematic. I'm not going to say their names. I'm sure if you know who I'm talking about, AC probably knows who I'm talking about. But I want to have a conversation. I want to have a conversation with everybody.
Yeah.
And this guy's got a lot of, he's a lot of fun to listen to. I don't fully agree with everything that he says, but it'll be interesting. He's willing to do this. He's actually excited to do this with me. So we'll have to see. So yeah, his channel's growing rapidly, and yeah, I just wanted to talk maybe some of the pop culture aspect of what he talks about, and we'll get into that. That'll be next week, Thursday night. So
nice.
Yeah. So we'll have to do that. So but that's me. And I was supposed to do I might do a Prime trilogy. I know a few people I know did a Prime trilogy, like video. I kind of want to do a Prime trilogy video myself to follow my Metroid first mission video. Mm-hmm. So kind of started writing a script, like a few sentences. That's it. So I got plenty. I have to get myself back into making videos, real video content. So but yeah, that's pretty much it for me. So yeah, but everybody, it's been a great night. Thanks for being here. Definitely check out Jay Bongo's channel, and everyone here, thank you for being here. AC, Carl, RNG, Adam, Kyle, Dread Roberts, and Anti-Derivative Jill. And I think that's pretty much it. I only had 4 different people. So it's interesting how the longer I've streamed, the less people I've gotten over the years. YouTube just diminishes. Like when I first streamed, I got like a whole bunch of people. Now I get very few to nobody. So
oh man,
it's everybody. It's everybody that deals with that. So
that's a bummer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got my friend Salty Traveling Sea.
So I like the game. Which game were we talking about? Which
Prime
game?
We haven't played it yet. We're going to play it. Well, I've been defending this game from all the rage baiters.
As soon as I wake up in about 5 hours, I'm going to text you and ask what the verdict is.
Yeah, all right. Okay, everybody, take care. Stay safe. And I'll use my typical outro for any video game related stuff.
Thanks, guys.